How to develop emotional intelligence and improve your relationships. The story follows Nikos, a man in his 30s living in Thessaloniki. He works for a multinational company and his daily life is filled with stress and demands. Although Nikos had managed to build a successful career, he always felt isolated and frustrated in his personal relationships. His relationships with friends, family, and his girlfriend Anna felt superficial and filled with tension. He felt like he could never express his emotions, and that others never truly understood what he wanted or was thinking. One day, Nikos noticed that he had begun losing touch with the people he loved. Anna pointed out that the distance between them came from the fact that he never truly understood or expressed his emotions due to his inability to manage them. Although Nikos had always believed that emotions were not very important to him, it was time for him to reconsider. Instead of seeing the situation negatively, Nikos decided to take a new approach. He took responsibility for his personal development and identified emotional intelligence as one area he needed to improve. He began by observing his feelings without rejecting or criticizing them. He learned to recognize and accept his emotions, understanding them without allowing them to control him. One of the first steps he took was to learn to really listen to others. He realized that during conversations with Anna or his friends, he wasn't truly listening, but was focused on responding. This made him miss many opportunities to understand their needs and manage his relationships with more respect and understanding. After this realization, he decided to dedicate time to listen carefully to the people around him and understand them better. Emotional intelligence also requires the ability to recognize the emotions of others. Nikos, understanding that emotional communication is key, began to observe people's body language and expressions, better understanding the nonverbal messages they sent. This ability to read others with more sensitivity helped strengthen his relationships. The most important lesson he learned through this process was the power of empathy. Instead of focusing only on his own emotions and the need to be right, he started to understand others' perspectives and incorporated empathy into his relationships. He learned to forgive, accept others' flaws and mistakes, and recognize his own weaknesses without fearing them. Over time, his relationship with Anna and his friends began to improve significantly. Nikos learned to communicate openly and share his thoughts and feelings without fear. As life had shown him, emotional intelligence isn't something you learn overnight, but it's a process that requires time and effort. However, when managed consistently, the results are amazing and your relationships transform. Moral of Nikos' story is that emotional intelligence is the key to understanding yourself and others better. When you learn to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions, you can create healthier and more authentic relationships.